Turn it up. You're listening to the Country Music Rocks podcast with Danny and Julia. Your all-access pass to all your favorite artists, untold stories, and the real behind-the-scenes of country music.
Man, the Bay Area went country hardcore this weekend.
Yeah, they did. And you're probably still on a high from the Seahawks win.
I am, and I'm going to apologize now to you. I know it was a rough day for you yesterday.
It was, but you know what? It was a good game, congrats to the Seahawks.
Thanks,
I will say that.
Well deserved. When this podcast airs, I will probably be driving to Seattle. I think I'm going to go take in the parade.
Are you really?
I've never done that before.
That's cool. Yes, I think you should definitely do that.
I talked to my son Tanner. I'm like, we should just go. It's not very often you get to do it.
No.
But I heard today that they were saying that there could be up to 750,000 to 1 million people.
Oh, I believe
for
it.
a 9-block radius.
So I mean, I've never been to one as many times as the Patriots have one.
Yeah.
But I've had friends that have gone and stuff, and it is insane. It's cool.
It's just the vibe, the feeling of the whole thing, and knowing that we're only 2.5, 3 hours away.
You got to go.
So I'm really thinking I'm going to make it happen.
No, you have to go.
Yeah, I know.
How's the weather supposed to be? Have you looked yet?
I don't know, but during the game, they showed highlights of like the watch parties in Boston, and they showed Seattle, and the shot that I saw was absolutely incredible.
So I saw that too, and I was like, well, that's not today, because I looked outside and it was downpouring, because usually if we're getting rain, Seattle's definitely getting rain.
I know,
so,
but it also made me think, man, it is gorgeous in Seattle today. Are they not getting rain and we're just getting pounded here?
Maybe,
I
don't know. Rain or shine, you guys should definitely go.
I know. I'm missing
that would be cool.
I'm going to kidnap my son and just say, let's just go.
He should call in sick.
I know.
And take a sick day.
Yeah. We have to do it. Like I said, it doesn't happen every year, so it'd be different. But I mean, I was very impressed by the Super Bowl and the week leading up to it with all the country music artists that were scheduled for it.
Country was so well represented.
Yeah, huge.
So many artists. Megan Maroney, she was there.
Yep.
Stephen Wilson Jr. was there. Actually, did you see this one picture of Tom Brady kind of circulating? He was at some party, and I had to take a second glance because I actually thought it was Stephen Wilson Jr. and he just was kind of like all like clean shaven and cleaned up because Tom had like these glasses on that kind of Stephen Wilson Jr. wears.
Right.
I don't know what it was. And again, it was probably just like a really quick glance when I saw it. And I was like, whoa.
Double take.
But it was really Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But I'll have to show you the picture.
Yeah.
It is, when you see it, you'll be like, oh my gosh.
Okay. Yeah. No, I haven't
really
seen that come across the feed. I mean, I will not lie. All week long, I was watching everything I possibly could because I was really nervous about this game. As you know, we still have nightmares from the interception on the 1 yard line when we should have run the damn ball.
Yeah.
So all week long that stuck in my head and it was kind of funny, but I kept thinking to myself, God, what a great time to go down to San Francisco because of all the stuff that was going on down there.
Yeah.
I did see at one point Chris Stapleton was there at the Cow Palace. He was performing. Guy Fieri was throwing like this massive Super Bowl party with all of his buddies from the Food Network. Tucker Wetmore was going to actually perform there. So I was looking forward to seeing all that stuff.
I don't think they aired a whole bunch of that. Yeah, it was just kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of one of those things you just got to be there.
Right.
So
you live in the moment, and if you're there, you get the opportunity. It's like the flyover. Like that flyover was incredible.
Yes.
And Charlie Puth, let me just say right now, that was another great rendition of one of the hardest songs to sing in the world.
And especially during the Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And that I would love to even shake the cameraman's hand because that guy deserves an extra bonus in his paycheck because the timing was incredible.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
It was cool. Brandy Carlisle, she did great.
America the Beautiful. It was nuts. But the other things that were happening too, and we got last minute breaking news like Thursday night late going into Friday was the EAS Sports Madden Pre-Bowl with Luke Combs, Gavin Addock, Stephen Wilson Jr., but at the last second, Luke Combs had to bail.
He did, for a very good reason.
Yes, absolutely. Because he missed the birth of his second child. And he said he won't do that ever again.
Okay.
So
I don't think I realized he missed the second one. So I remember, we were in Seattle. Do you remember a couple years ago?
Yep.
And they kind of had said something to us ahead of time, like, hey, if Luke gets a call,
we're bailing.
concert's over.
Yeah.
And he didn't. You know, he played all night in the rain. We all stood in the rain and had a great time. But I didn't realize he had missed his second child's
birth.
Okay,
and he said he did not want to do that again.
I don't blame him.
And I don't either. That was one of those moments. Like, you can always listen, there's another Super Bowl coming, and they can reschedule
and it's not
the
like
whole
he's
thing.
doing a full concert. You know, he's probably going up there and singing 5 songs or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, he was definitely in the right place that he needed to be.
Yeah, right. It's not a fight you want to die on a hill for. No, definitely. But the crazy thing is that the promoters that were like, hey, randomly make a call, who can we get? They picked Zach Bryan.
I know. I saw that.
Which blew me away because I'm like, okay, so somebody either didn't pay attention or doesn't understand the realm between Gavin Addock
and Zach Bryan.
Because it was like back in September in Oklahoma, those two were like gorillas fighting each other.
Going at it. Well, and I think it started even prior to that. I don't know. I think there's just been a lot of drama between the two. Maybe it was more online, like keyboard warriors with each other. I don't know. But yeah, they definitely had some face-to-face.
Yeah.
With a fence in between them back in, what was it, September?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Zach was actually climbing the fence with barbed wire.
Yeah.
They were ripping him down. Like,
I know.
I'm coming at you.
What are you thinking?
It was crazy. So I kept thinking to myself, okay, this is going to get really interesting, and I'm going to keep an eye on the social accounts this weekend. So like all day yesterday, I was watching Luke Combs. Did they have the baby? Did they have the baby?
I know.
Nothing's happened.
Yeah.
I'm sure they probably did, because if it was on Friday that he canceled, you know, like, okay, the baby's not going to be due for 8 days.
Yeah.
I can make that happen. A private jet from San Fran to Nashville is only like a 4.5 hour flight. So it's not that big a deal. So I'm hoping that we'll see news in the next couple of days.
For sure. Yeah. They're probably just kind of soaking up the moments as a family together privately. Yeah.
But I was also like, okay, here we go again. This is like the battle of the brawl in the Bay Area round 2.
So what I did think was kind of cool though was Zach Bryan's concert. Christian McCaffery, he actually played the piano for 2 of his songs, which I thought was really. I mean, I didn't know that he's so talented on the field. But
so
he
Zach
played
Bryan
something in the Orange and Revival on the piano during his show.
Not easy songs to play,
and 2 of like Zach's biggest songs.
Yeah,
and I thought that was really kind of
good for him. That's cool.
It's just like another thing when, especially country music, I just feel like that culture just kind of vibes with so many different realms of things. And it's really cool when you can kind of see football and country come together like that. I love it.
Yeah. And again, this past weekend, at the same time as the Super Bowl, the Waste Connections PGA Tour was going on in
and there
Phoenix.
Were so many country artists at that too.
That was like, I was watching those from afar on the social, and I kept getting FOMO because some of my former coworkers now work and live in the Phoenix area. I have friends in the Phoenix area.
I saw them there as well, and I was just like, man, we should have did it this year, because we were kind of talking about it, and it's like, next year we're just gonna make it happen.
One of our good friends, Double L, Lois, they were posting all these photos, and I'm like, oh man, I'd really like to be in the heat right now, sucking down a margarita.
Yeah, soaking up some sunshine, some good golf.
It was raining here, but I was like super pumped to see all those. And again, it's country music meets sports in general. You know, I mean, look at Taylor and Kelsey, right?
I know, exactly.
People are going, she's not country. She was country a long time ago, but still you get the realm of it. The music industry meets with a lot of celebrities and a lot of stars, and it's all one big happy family. So it was really cool. I really, really enjoyed the Super Bowl. We had a little party at the house with family and friends. It was nice. I kept thinking of you. I'm like,
I think everybody was afraid to like call me today. Like I had some people from work. They're like, "Well, we're just kind of giving you the day," and I'm like, "I'm fine." You know, it is what it is.
You got seven in a row.
I'm like,
so,
we have some others. We're good.
We've got 2 now. We're like, come on.
We're going to be okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But, it was good. It was a good game, and we'll get them next year.
It was a lot of fun. So we've got a whole year to wait now. It's like 200 some odd days until the next football day starts. So we'll see what happens.
We've got some time. But kind of speaking of just country artists and just country music in general, in sports, NASCAR is going to be starting. I think this coming weekend.
It is. Chris Stapleton has a car in it.
Yep. So I think again you'll see a lot of country come up with the NASCAR throughout the NASCAR season.
I do. Daytona's running on Sunday, which is very cool. One of my favorite races. Definitely a bucket list thing to do. It's always one of those things like you have to do certain things.
Yes.
And we as a family love racing obviously so much. So we've said that. And this year, It's cool to see the new car from Chris Stapleton teaming up with Dale Jr., who, when we're giant fans of, Dale, you're like, oh, this is going to be great. So I'm looking forward to the race on Sunday. So I'll be sitting home again Sunday, just on the couch.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, the day before is Valentine's Day.
It is.
Another fun day filled with just all kinds of stuff.
And when you think about that, like, let's break it down for a second. Who are some of your favorite country couples?
Oh my gosh, there's so many.
There's so many.
There are. It's like, do you go way back to? There are so many. I think one of the Tim and Faith. I mean, they come to mind,
right?
Just because they're just such a. And I almost hate to say it because of another couple. I would say they were such a staple in the industry.
Sure.
You know. But like Keith and Nicole.
Right.
But, stuff happens. But yeah, Tim and Faith, they're probably one of my
all-time favorites.
Yeah, they're all-time favorites, at the top of my head.
Yeah.
I remember seeing their show, the Soul to Soul tour.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So amazing. I mean, their chemistry, obviously they've got great chemistry because they're married. But it was just amazing on stage and watching them, especially when they sat in the chairs facing each other and
that's a picture in my head I'll never get rid of.
It was, and we had and this was before I was even involved in like the music industry and stuff, and we bought tickets. We had great seats. I mean, I think we were like third or fourth row, and they literally just like stared at each other the entire time and sang. It was such a cool moment.
It was a moment. It's funny too because I put them at the very top. I mean, most people will say, "Oh, this couple," and we'll talk about them in a second.
Yeah.
But I can remember when I started in radio in Southern California at KZLA. One of the very first shows we did was the LA County Fair, and that's before the Soul to Soul tour even kicked off. Tim was the he was the headliner, but Faith was opening for him. And that's where they met.
Oh, so they weren't married?
No.
Oh, okay.
So we saw that connection at that show.
Cool.
And at that point, people were like, oh, juicy gossip, something's going on. And then now years later, we see where they are. And like, even I have to admit, I mean, that moment on that camera, like, every guy wants that moment with your wife or your girlfriend. Like, I look at that picture and I think to myself, if I could sing a lick of Tim McGraw that good and sing it to my wife, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But even seeing them together, like, over the years, they've always supported one another. They're so great together.
Exactly.
And like, even this last year down in Eugene.
I was just going to say that Faith was in the crowd. Yeah. And she was in the back at the front of house and just enjoying watching Tim do his thing.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I know we haven't really seen much of her in the music front lately.
More
but
acting.
And I think she's just really, supporting Tim and their daughter. I mean, their daughter's been a lot in music and stuff. So
Gracie's been out there for sure. It's cool.
Yeah, so I think she's just doing that right now.
Now that he's got the new tour.
Exactly. He just announced his new tour last week.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'm sure she'll go on certain trips, a lot of times. And I wonder if Gracie will be joining them as well.
That would be interesting. I think that would be kind of cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
And maybe not for every show.
No, but make some special appearances.
Yeah, totally.
I think that would be really neat. And I'm sure Tim would love that.
Oh, he would support that 100%.
Yeah.
And knowing that, those little areas around Nashville and some of the smaller markets that they can get to really quick. It's an easy trip. It's an hour flight. No big deal. You're in and out, something like that.
What's one of your top
One of my favorite couples, I really got to give it to Chris and Morgan Stapleton.
Yes.
I mean, the love that you see between those two.
Yep.
I mean, man, when he sings, your body gets goosebumps, right? And if you maybe it's different as a wife and you're at home and he's like, hey, honey, I got this great song. Right. What do you think about this? And she's like, it's terrible.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, but we don't see that, right?
No.
We see the other side of him.
Exactly.
And I saw a thing one time on one of his social pages and he was singing, he's just something so simple like, that's my baby, that's my baby. And it was incredible. And I'm like,
well, of course.
Even just that, everyone just melts over, right? So I think of that and all the songs that they've done together and the collaborations. And oh my gosh, man. I'm just drawing a blank on that song that I love.
Is she
to play.
still? Because I know she was singing with him on tour. Is she still on tour with him?
Yeah.
Or singing every night with him? Because I know they have, the kids now and stuff, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think they actually added a third or fourth bus just for the kids and the nannies and stuff like that. But yeah, last time I saw them, and it's been a while, but they were, I know for a fact we'll see them here.
Yeah.
Because they are such big fans of the Northwest. Every time that he's done a show at the Cascades Amphitheater, she's always there. She doesn't like the limelight.
No,
she
not
does.
At all.
She's like, nope.
A lot of people don't even realize that she's on stage with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just don't understand it. And every time we've done meet and greets with him, he's been he is such a shy guy.
He is. He's just very, just kind of to himself and just, it's super sweet and humble, but just not, he's just very quiet.
I remember one time one of my former coworkers was like, "You're my favorite artist. I love everything you do. Like, you are a godsend to me. You have saved my life." And he's like, "Thank you. Thank you very much." And it was like one of those moments. And my buddy Tony was like, "Bro, give me more."
Yeah, I want a little more, just a little more. Well, just kind of like when he walks on stage, he's just walks on stage, picks up his guitar and starts playing. There's no like huge walkout or big fanfare or anything like that.
There's no jumping from the stage center and stuff like that.
Nope. He's just very humble and down to earth. But I love that too.
I do too. And I think that's why him and George Strait are such good friends, because they've been doing it for so long. It's not that they don't like the antics and the fireworks and stuff like that. Listen, I would do that in a heartbeat because I love that stuff. But those guys, they're so talented. They just walk out, pick up a guitar, and sing what they sing, and it's amazing. Yeah. So it's one of those. So that would be my second couple that I would absolutely love to see, like on the list for sure. Definitely.
Another one I think of all the time is Brad Paisley and
Kimberly.
Yes. Yeah. I just think they're just so super sweet, and I love how she supports him with, in the music, and then he supports her in the acting. I think they're fantastic together. Although I think he is such a prankster. I don't know how to take him seriously as a husband. Yeah,
so I feel like he's always got to do
pranking.
Yeah, and
I think they have a lot of fun, and
and it takes me back to 2020 because for a long time, like mid 2020, 2021, when they were doing concerts from home, Kimberly would come into the studio and he would perform and she would just dance. And so did Nicole, because Keith was doing the same thing. Keith and Brad basically were doing free concerts once a week on their social pages.
Exactly,
And then they came in and danced. And I remember that vividly in my head going, that's cool, man.
It is cool.
That's some supportive wives right there.
Absolutely.
Supporting their guys that are just working to stay afloat and stay relevant to people in this weird world that we were living in then.
Exactly.
So another great couple. And this is a cute couple. We got to talk about him. Obviously, Thomas Rhett and his wife.
Yeah, exactly. And Lauren.
Yeah, I mean, they're so good together. And I just read an article about him. Like, he gets up he'll get up in the morning before she does, and he'll go to the kitchen and he'll make sandwiches for the girls for school. And
he's very hands-on dad.
Yeah, love very hands-on deck. And then, because he mostly works at night, and if he's not working, he's at the level now where he is working basically like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? He's not doing shows on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
He's flying home Saturday night, maybe first thing Sunday morning, and he's there all week.
Yeah, so he's pre-lunching, he's doing the whole thing. Breakfast is on the table, and I think that's fantastic. Just such a classy move.
They're so down to earth and just so real. I don't know if you've seen some of the videos where he'll be like, "Hey, can you name some of my albums, just the titles of my albums? Have you seen those?" And she's just like, and she'll name, and he's like, "Nope." He's like, "You don't know any of my music, do you?" And it's just, and you can tell it's just so real. And she's like really thinking hard, like, "Oh, what was the name of that title?" And it's just so cute. I love that.
I do too, and I think it's more real for them because at that point, like, she's married him because of his. Because of his stature or like, hey, you're Thomas Rhett. Yeah. They were high school sweethearts.
I was going to say, she's way before all of this.
All of this. Yeah. And speaking of watching them on socials, I love this. In the recent snowstorm, she came up missing and they couldn't find her on their property. They were like, where is mom? And Thomas had asked his kids, have you seen mom? She's like, oh no, we haven't seen her for like 30 minutes. We don't know where she's at. So he ran around the house in the garage calling her name. Nothing. Finally, he spots something out like, I don't know, maybe across the pasture. I don't want to say a half mile because it wasn't that far away. But she's outside trying to make frozen ice cream in the winter storm because it was so cold on that winter blast they had. And he walks out, same thing. What are you doing?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm stuck. Well, her pants because she had gotten stuck because she had sweated. So it was so cold, her pants froze to the ice, and she was on cardboard. So she was trying to make ice cream, but she was out there for like 30 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
She couldn't get undone.
Poor thing.
So you had to help her up, and it was hysterical. It was like a husband and wife moment, like reality TV at its finest. It was awesome.
I think it was like a month ago or so, he posted a video. She had gone out to run some errands or whatever and curbed a wheel. But curbed it so like the tire wasn't even on the wheel. Like
she ripped it off?
It was
gosh.
bad. Yeah.
Yikes.
But I mean, he was just kind of like out there changing her tire, but it was just, it's just the realness. I love that.
Sure. Couple number 4 on our list. That's awesome. Okay, you give me the next couple. Who's your hot favorites?
You took Thomas and Lauren from me. Russell and Kailey.
I was gonna say they're another one, right?
Yes, I just think they're so sweet.
Yes.
So fun. It was kind of cool for a while, and I think it was before maybe their second kiddo. She used to, when he was on tour, because she, would go out on tour with him. She'd always do like coffee with Kailey, and she would do like her own little.
I think I remember that one
just
time.
kind of her own little. Time with the fans because so many people love her too. And
right.
Yeah.
I do. I love the way they look at each other. And the time that we saw them at A.
Yes.
We came back and we just got a chance. And like we all, not to say we dissed Russell because we already know about Russell.
Right.
We got to know her a little bit more.
Which was really cool.
And it was really fun.
Yes.
We spent about probably like 45 minutes to an hour with them drinking wine and just hanging out and, knowing that she's a red wine lover.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
It was fun. And she's just so super sweet.
Yeah. And just something about those two, like the same thing. A prankster.
Yes.
I could see him doing crazy things, especially now as, a couple of family, even for Luke, like watching Luke and his wife right now, and the birth of their 3 kids, like this new album that's coming out from him.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be.
Holy cow. It has changed him completely. Like it's not even the same Luke Combs that we knew like, 3 or 4 years ago. Like I felt like that was my next door neighbor working in a garage on a car singing songs.
Yeah.
And now he's a family man, and it is awesome. And I cannot wait for this album to come out. Like the stuff that we're getting samples of already.
I know it's incredible.
That's crazy. So I think Nicole and Luke, fun couple. Another couple that I love to see is Tyler and his wife. I can't remember her name. Haley. Yes. They're a lot of fun too.
They are.
Though he has been very busy, so we don't see a lot of her, more or less.
Yeah, not as much now. But they also have their hands full. They have what is it? 1, 2, 3 or 4 kids.
Something like that.
I think it's 3. Yeah. I think they have 2 boys and their daughter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
So
but still, their hands are full.
Yeah, and he's traveling on the road. So again, she's probably one that just is like, I don't need all the limelight.
Right.
I'll take care of the kids. You go do your thing. Be a great songwriter that you are.
Right.
Stuff like that. It's cool to see the progression between everybody and how it all.
You see them grow.
Yeah.
You see them evolve, and just kind of as things change in their life, it affects their music, and their music changes, and which is kind of neat.
And it was like, back in the late 90s, like Toby and his wife, she was very supportive, and Toby's kids were little kids growing up, and now, Crystal is singing her way through, and she's doing the same thing Dad was, and she's raising her kids the same way.
Yes.
So it was very cool to see them as early couples and then parenting and changing their ways. I'm sure we're going to see it pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
With Vince Gill's kids,
There'll be another wave. Yep.
Yeah, because Vince, I think, has 4 daughters.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And good Lord, so it's crazy. So, those are definitely some of my favorite couples.
Have to mention Luke Bryan and Carolyn.
Yes.
Talk about living in a house full of pranks.
And craziness.
They have got to be the king and queen of pranks. Yes. I mean, like, they are always... I don't know if I could live like that, because I mean, like, she's always ready to scare him, or he'll pop out of a cabinet. I would lose it. I
would cautiously walk around that house.
Yeah.
Always like you said, nerves. Like, okay, am I stepping on eggs today? Who's going to jump out at me?
Okay, Luke's home today. I've got to be on it, because I have no idea what's coming out or after me at any time.
Yeah, because she was the same way. She's done that a few times. And then Carrie Underwood and her husband Mike. They're fun ones. She's not touring, as we know, in 2026. She's doing more of the family life. And I don't know if you've been following along with American Idol this year, they're more or less stationed in Nashville.
Yes.
Like, they're not leaving. It's pretty much there. And I'm sure it's probably because of Carrie being so close to home with the boys.
Right.
and demands like, this is what you get. This is what's going to be. She's now becoming like
she's like getting homesteading.
Yes.
Very into gardening and baking, and
she got a little farm going
on.
She
does.
And so when I see that, and she showed one of these pictures of like a turnip that she grew, and I was like, oh my God, it was so big.
It's huge, yeah.
And then she's got little cows, and of course then I immediately go, oh, her and Bunny could be friends because now they have the same cows.
Yep.
And can you imagine just like, oh, my neighbor's Bunny and Jelly Roll and Mike and Carrie over here? It could happen.
I mean, they were swapping cow stories. Who knows? You never know.
Yeah. And of course, Valentine's Day, it'll be fun to watch all the socials. Like, what are they going to do for social? You know, what are they going to do for Valentine's Day?
Yep.
You can't take them to a steakhouse.
No.
I mean, they could close down the restaurant.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard.
You'd be like Kid Rock, just go in your own little private.
If there was a private room,
they could.
Yep.
But I always love seeing the pranks and who's going to do what. And you know they're coming for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. We'll definitely have to keep an eye out on.
I was going to ask plans for Valentine's Day, but we know your husband's going to edit this video, so we don't want to discuss what possibly could be happening.
Yeah. You know, we're usually pretty low key with Valentine's Day. I mean, I don't know. It's funny because I was in the grocery store this past weekend picking up some things for Super Bowl Sunday, and I think I was there on like Friday, and already it's like, you walk in the door and it's bombarded with flowers and balloons.
Yeah.
And it's like, are these things going to make it till next week? Like, you're a week ahead of time.
Way too early.
Yeah. So, and I always wonder, I'm like, what do they do with these after? I hope they donate them.
The flowers?
Yeah. Like, if they don't sell, like, I hope they go to a good like hospital or nursing home.
I will tell you,
something.
The cool thing is I have friends that work at Costco, and they always have a fresh flower display.
Right.
And they take the flowers that are slightly wilting and they donate them to local retirement homes.
I love to hear that.
So,
good.
Saying, a lot of people don't know that. And same with the food.
Oh, really?
So, like, you know, you can imagine, like, how many times you have a shop at Costco and you go, I need a chicken. And then you like the chicken drops. So that chicken drops, or somebody goes, I don't need the chicken. I'll put that back. You can't put it back. They got to take it and go put it away in another space. So they take a lot of that food and they donate it to the zoo.
Oh.
And stuff like that. So like,
that's so
or
cool.
to farms,
Yeah.
like they'll, you know, eggs and stuff like that. If there's a couple broken eggs, like you open up a 25 pack and 3 of them are broke, they'll take those eggs and they'll donate them to a charity.
Oh, cool.
So it's very cool on how they do all that stuff. And the flowers, I do know they end up doing a lot of times given to retirement homes.
Very cool. I love
so
that.
the ladies can have something and feel like they're still loved.
That is great. Yeah. Because I kind of wondered that. I was like, my gosh, there's so much.
Yeah.
And they're all so expensive that it's like, if they don't sell all these, I hope, you know.
Yeah. I don't know how it works for the flower market downtown, but I have been there before when you can go, like the one in Seattle. Right. On, what's the name of the street?
Oh, Pike Street.
Yeah. When you go through that market, I'm sure, like, you know, there's a couple days. If they're always coming in. If there's nothing, I'm sure they're donating those.
Yeah, I would hope so.
I would hopefully, instead of just a big barrel of flowers that are just wilting away in a trash can somewhere.
I know.
I mean, it might be good for the landfills and make them smell good.
That's true.
You never know, right?
Yeah,
it could be planting stuff, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
I do remember, and you'll remember this a couple years ago. Well, it was probably more than a couple years ago now. CRS was actually over Valentine's Day.
I do?
And we went to a Warner party.
Yep.
And I'll never forget feeling so underdressed when Brett Eldridge like came over to talk to us, because he's literally in a
tuxedo. I know.
Yeah. And I mean, we all were dressed up for that night because we were going, you know, from here to there and dinner.
Yeah.
We had a lot going on that night, but it was like, I feel so underdressed right now.
Yeah.
Like he's literally in a tux.
Yeah.
But,
just walking around, shaking hands, drinking champagne.
Yeah.
Like happy. And I think he was handing out roses.
And it might have had to do with the song or something.
Might have been.
Or maybe, honestly, it's Brett, so it's probably just him.
Probably just him.
That's just how he is.
He's a single guy. Yeah.
And that's just like his swagger.
He's
like
cool.
Yeah. But
God, I miss him. We need to bring him back for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
so, well, good. So Valentine's Day, we definitely have plans. Hopefully your Valentine is doing something special for you.
Yes.
I'm not going to say what I'm doing for my wife.
Nope.
But
keep it
only because I know she's going to watch this.
Exactly. Yeah. It'll be too spoil the surprise.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it. But hopefully you have a fantastic Valentine's Day. And if you have any Valentine's songs, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Look us up on YouTube, hit us up on Spotify, Amazon, Odyssey, iHeart. We're on all the platforms for the podcast.
Yep.
We'd love to hear from you. So shoot us a little email and let us know what some of your favorite songs are for Valentine's Day. I think of Miss Martina McBride always singing away, right? or Faith.
Yes.
Breathe.
Yeah.
A couple of others.
I feel like any country song is a love song almost.
Aren't they all?
I know. There's something in every single one of them. So
You're my girl. It's everything I know. It's whiskey and beer and love. That's for sure.
Yep.
Well, thanks for joining us this week on the podcast. Have a great Valentine's Day. We'll see you next week.